Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the FIU Panthers, just outside of Miami and Pitbull Stadium. As we'll see, a squad from the American, the Florida Atlantic Owls, taking on last year's national champion, the Florida International Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. FIU will kick it off to get things underway. Looking for blockers. The coverage team maintains its discipline, not much doing on that return. So Florida Atlantic's offense will get first crack at it today. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
How about that weight room work? He's showing off there as he gets across the 20. They'll mark it at the 22. From the gun, running back gets to give. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Owls are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He'll sneak it. And here comes the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll field the punt and take it back. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. So the FIU Panthers offense will go to work for the first time today. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Pulls it, fire complete. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? And the Panthers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Here's the handoff. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed 1st down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a pack.
Sends it downfield. Got it inside the 10. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has him ready to go from inside the 10. Looking downfield, it's Dyer. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
Got his man on the right. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, FIU.
And I tell you what, this offense...
Oh, they blocked the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're set to kick it off. And you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? The returner will field it and try to do some business. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16. Florida Atlantic trying to get back on the ball.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Caught in the backfield. It's not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. He'll pull it down and run. There he goes. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
Catch in the middle, it's Brown. They get 49, but not before he picks up 15. And the Owls look to keep this drive humming.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Quickly out to the tight end. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on 2nd down. Using his legs, it's Landry. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Scanning the field, it's Clinton. Looking left. Holds it in. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. The Owls will line it up on 1st and 10. They're going back to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it...
A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. Always a positive to put up early points, and they'll try to add to this 6-0 edge. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15.
Turning it on! Past the 50. Past the 30. The 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Florida International.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. To the air, it's Clinton. Finds his man, it's Brown. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. Florida Atlantic trying to line up quickly.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Back to pass on second down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback, you have got to make that throw.
Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. Now on the return. He's got great speed. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the grab. It's Bowie. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. Swings it out to his running back. Across the 25, he's got room. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Moving away from pressure. Pucks it out of the air. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the break. It's FIU with the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air. It's Dyer. Buys a little time. And the quarterback will be forced out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage. I think they'll give him a sack.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area you've got to bow up. Nice job on...
Touchdown, Panthers. Quick strike through the air for the score. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half of the home team.
Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. They really need to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Wants to throw on first down. Working that left side. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Trying play action. Got it in the middle. It's Carr. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Owls want to pick up the tempo. He wants to throw it again. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Quarterback now breaking the field. Look out, he's got room. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Quarterback extends the play. On target to the left. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going for it all. Touchdown, Panthers! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
International 27, Florida Atlantic 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Quickly to the tight end. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. Takes a handoff and he's going right. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere. He's knocked down behind the line.
That play had 0 shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere,
he lost it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. The Florida International offense is back on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Leaves it with the running back. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've got it. 1st and 10 at the 42. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Rushes on him. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The Panthers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Going for the big play. Makes the grab inside the 30. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the 2nd quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. They'll go to the ground. Breaks into the open. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, FIU. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Well, they may have to give this guy a homestead exemption in the end zone. He spent so much time in there, and we're not even at halftime.
I've lost count. I don't know if that's probably on your stat sheet in front of you, but goodness gracious, that's at least 3 that I can remember. So he's having a heck of a day.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. they go to the ground. Finding open areas. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Wants to throw. It's Clinton. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
3rd and long is difficult. You have to push the ball down the field. Nothing worse than watching people dink and dunk on 3rd and long and get tackled and run the punt unit on. I like the aggressiveness. Try to push the ball down the field. It's not the worst thing in the world. You throw an INT, it's kind of like a punt.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rip.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Makes the grab on the big throw. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Florida International.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Looking for a man. It's Clinton. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to fire. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Punt is on its way. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Quarterback empties his backfield. Looking to throw on 1st down. Lets it fly. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? He might want another play. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. He's not afraid to go deep. Got it in stride inside the 20. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. That big play has this defense reeling, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 14. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Panthers. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
And And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Dropping back, it's Clinton. Pressure coming. Defense was swarming around this quarterback, and he never had a chance to get it off. And down he goes, and we will head to halftime. Florida Atlantic will try to kick it deep and break the seal on this second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. He'll start this third quarter with a run. Fighting off the defender. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. First down here for the offense. Might as well give it to him again. Oh, he's got some space. 30, the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Panthers.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stuff.
The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. Give to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the misconnection on the first attempt. See if he gets a little looser. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up.
Here we go. Do the show. Break.
Running back searching for a hole. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO.
And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Quarterback may change this route. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Now adjusting. He'll pull it down. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Out of the gun to give to the back. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run.
Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, FIU. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. To the air on first down. Moving out of the pocket. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. He'll do it himself. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Off play action. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. The Florida International offense is back on the field. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Just dismissing tackles. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. On first down, here comes this offense. They're going to ride this running back. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. He sends 3 receivers right, maybe looking for man coverage on the left on 2nd and 5. He's going to run it. Past the 40. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And that is such a gut punch for this defense because you're trailing in the game. You're trying to get off the field. You think you got the quarterback in the backfield for a sack, and he's able to escape, scramble, and go pick up the first down. That is a killer if you're the defensive coordinator. You've now got to find more ways to get pressure on this guy and get him on the ground.
They'll ride the hot hand. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Panthers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. That's the end of the quarter, and FIU is on top. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Wilson will throw. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Florida International. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. They add on to this lead, and it looks as if they'll be moving to 2-0.
Loving what I'm seeing from this offense this week. And talking to them, they felt like last week's win was a lot closer than what it should have been. They didn't play to their full potential, but they did that here in this game. When they're hitting on all cylinders, they are scary.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Louisiana Tech is getting smoked today. This is an eye-opener. It's a type of game that can just demoralize a fan base. They're trailing by 18 to Southern Miss. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And the defense, got him at the 27.
And I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive...
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. Handoff to the single running back. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
The clock is my friend. If I can do this late in the ball game with a lead and I can continue to run the football and they have no answers, well, then I'm going to walk.
Just steamrolling the defense. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Panthers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add that.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Let's go.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Wilson to pass. And the pass is broken up, incomplete, but there is a penalty flag on the field, and they may be throwing it in reverse. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Absolutely center cut. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
They'll move the wide receiver. Off play action on first down. Intercepted. The defense has set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Great place to start for this offense. The give as they work on that clock. Bringing it back. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Right back to the well. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. FIU mounting a threat in the red zone. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll leave it with him. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Operating in the red zone here on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
I gotta say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. They'll give it on the counter. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. So now it's second and long. Back to pass. Setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. He will make the fair catch just a few yards shy of midfield. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. The quarterback takes a knee. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
That will...